Welcome to the start of the Great Glen Way. So we've got 76 miles from Fort William all the way to Inverness. And it's raining. Look who's here. He's made it all the way from Land's End.
I'm here, buddy.
Let's get going. So the Great Glen Way actually starts at the end, pretty much at the end of the West Highland Way. So if you were doing the West Highland Way, which you might have seen my winter video, I'll put it up there in case you want to watch it. You could do the West Highland Way, and if that's not enough, you could then do the Great Glen Way. But the plan for this is we've obviously got all of our camping gear in there. We're allowed to wild camp in Scotland, so I've seen a few nice looking spots along the lochs, and I'm going to hopefully get some really cool wild camps in. We've got enough power to last the whole time actually, so I don't really need to stay anywhere on this one. So the weather holds out, we'll just wild camp it. What do you say? I went the wrong way, a bit too busy filming.
Already, mate.
Already.
This.
There we go, extra few miles. There you go, mate. We've only just set off.
Oh, not 5 minutes.
Go on, have a quick go.
Hey.
Have a look at this. Dad's bag got attacked by a mouse the other day.
Took me protein ball. Jodie's protein ball.
bit through the bag.
There's a mouse running around with arms like Garth.
That one's like a throne.
Dad's got a throne here, pal.
Perfect. Enjoy the nice Scottish weather. Drizzly. Usually from here you'd have a lovely view of the Big Ben Nevis, but that's what it looks like currently. It would be up there somewhere. So we've left Fort William and we've joined the Caledonian Canal, which this between Canal, Loch takes you all the way to Inverness, and basically it's what we're going to be sort of handrailing the whole way. So as long as we see water, we'll go either side of it, but the whole way along this trail we'll end up in Inverness. You can actually hire boats and do this journey. So Dad, you've hiked over 1,000 miles now. How's it been?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, the last time we walked together, I think it was in the Cotswolds, and that seems ages away now. But yeah, it's gone really well. And like I say, the people are so generous. The donations keep coming in. That's good. And it's been fun, and still really enjoying it, and it's excellent. Now I've got you back again, so I can just relax again.
Looks like I'm navigating then for this one. Yeah, I'm excited for this trail. It should be a few days of fun.
Let's do it, mate. Great to have you back.
So we're just coming up to Neptune's Staircase, which is a series of 8 canal locks in a row. So these are locks, and over there the water is a loch. Dodgy. Go for it. Oh, 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 oh. There's a naval patrol boat, P167. These are the sorts of boats you can hire, and then that type over there, and then you can basically do the journey all the way up to Inverness or the opposite way. You see along the route they've got these great little spots where you could camp, and I think if you get the key, there's actually a toilet in these. When you're using the waterways you can get a key for them, but these would be perfect little camp spots. Not yet, we've done about 9 miles I think, so we're moving fast. He puts a shift in now, don't you, mate?
You want to put a shift in, mate?
I can't keep up with him. By the way, it's just raining. Just rain. I took my waterproof trousers off, then it just started raining. I can't bother to put them back on, so just going to embrace it. It's not that cold, so it's fine. Got water both sides of us at the moment. I think we're coming down towards the start of the loch here. I usually get good weather for these things. I don't know what's going on today. It's about time I had a bit of a grueler, I think. So we just managed to get a little bit of shelter in somebody's workshop. Got some knickknacks, some iron brew, some Haribo, a lawnmower. You gonna do the lawn for him? Oh, it's just relentless rain. It's gonna be good fun camping tonight. We're gonna get locked in. So I went into that cabin with Dad and came out with the hunchback of the Great Glen. These are the signs we're following for the Great Glen Way, which they use that one on the West Island Way as well, but they're all in this nice blue colour. All look very freshly painted as well. We're hoping we'll get out of the rain a bit in this forest. Tell you what, the rain is relentless. Hours it's just been hammering it down. Hoping it dries off a little bit maybe, but we'll have, we're coming down to Lochy I think it's called. Have a look at this, there's a tiny little village here. We're going to be heading along the side of it there. Come across a few redwood trees, big bodgers. Like we're in the rainforest. And it's raining non-stop.
Slippy.
Dad just fell over. So it looks like they've moved. So that's where I was thinking of camping. Well, that's closed. They've moved one to here. So I'm hoping there might be a composting toilet there. A few miles to there. So we've just hit about 17 miles and I'm at the point now where there is actually nothing dry on me at all. Absolutely everything is soaked through. So hopefully we'll hit this little it's like a designated wild camp spot I think. So it'd be nice to get there, get the tent up as fast as possible, get the wet clothes off, get the dry stuff on and get some food on. How are you getting on?
Good, yeah, not too bad. I think this is working alright today.
Yeah.
Dry as a bone.
Dry as a bone. Oh no.
Bit of dotting.
We're getting wet feet regardless. Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing at the moment. There is plenty of water sources, so you definitely won't run out of water. Doesn't make you that thirsty though, does it, when it's this wet? So I think this is the new and improved wild camp spot. Look at that, that's cool. And there's that looks like a composting toilet, and then there's loads of little camp spots and some logs and that down there.
A bear.
Don't be a bear, poo in there. Shame someone's had to leave a bit of rubbish. Hello. Let's see how bad it is. It's got a urinal. It's got a urinal. Oh, it smells like one of those. Not too bad. Oh, do you know what? There's actually a shelter, which they didn't have at the last one, so that is amazing. A bit of the campsite looks flooded. Oh, look at this. With a fire pit. Bit gutted that the shelter is amazing, but some fishermen have managed to drive here somewhere and set up and taken over the whole shelter. So we're gonna have to just pitch out here. I mean, we're on the side of the loch, so it's lovely, but we can't dry anything off because they've taken over the shelter. So yeah, this is our spot for the night. At least we've got a toilet.
What can we say?
Right, I've just chucked the tent up and need to really quickly get out the wet clothes into the dry stuff so that my core temperature doesn't cool down. Oh, even though it's not that cold, when you're soaking wet you can quickly get cold, so in these situations just out of the wet clothes into dry stuff, get some warm drinks on or food, and it's still chucking it down. So good decision to stop here. We've done what we've done, 18 and a half miles, so not too bad for a good first day. Alright, let's get changed. All my sleeping bag, jacket, dry spare clothes are all in this dry bag inside the bag, so they will stay in dry even if everything else gets soaked. That's wet clothes off, dry clothes on, checked for ticks, don't seem to have any, so feel a lot better. Now time to set up the rest of the bedding. Now I just need to set up my sleeping pad and everything, and then we get some food on. Do you know what the worst thing is? Realistically, I'm going to have to put these wet clothes back on tomorrow to hike, because you've always got to keep one set dry regardless. If both sets are wet, I've had it. So in the morning this stuff is still going to be soaking wet and cold, and I'm going to put it back on. Can't wait for that. Tiny little tick there. It's not gone in yet though, the little bugger. This rain is getting out of hand. It literally has not stopped for a second today. We'll have to dig a trench to drain this away soon. But nice sound to listen to. I just found that little tick as well, which is not fun. So I'm going to have to check again, I think. Sent to testers, this one. This is our camp spot, right on the loch there. There's a little bit of a break in the rain, so I'm going to fill my pot from the loch, because it's boiling a bag food that I've got. So I can, I'm not going to drink the water, so I can just boil it in this, save my water. Look, look at this. Beautiful. Come on then. Come on then. Let's rinse it out a bit. Perfect. Chilli and rice for tea. Right, I'm going to eat this and then I'm going to get to sleep, so I'll see you in the morning, and pray for us that it stops raining so we can put stuff away in the dry. See ya. You're not going to believe this. Something has bitten through my new tent to try and get this food, I'm imagining. Oh, that is annoying. Spotted another hole. It's even chewed through the mesh here. Absolutely good. Dry the tent off as much as possible before we go. Just letting the tents dry out a little bit. At least the rain has stopped. So good morning and welcome to day 2 on the Great Glen Way. Have a look at this. Such a good spot. Loch Lochy. And let me clean that off. Did get a good night's sleep, to be fair, but shame about the mouse chewing holes in my tent. A bit gutted about that, but hopefully we can repair it or have to buy a replacement inner. Do you sleep well, mate?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Good of you to ask. The tent was dry.
Yeah, not too bad.
I think the ground sheet out made a big difference when I used my poncho for that.
Yeah.
Otherwise that, I think out would have been a bit wet, but yeah, other than that it was good.
Ponchos come in handy, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's left their rubbish from before. That was not our stuff. But we're taking any litter that we've found away with us. Right, let's do it. Goodbye.
Push out of the way.
Tell you what, it's nice to be walking in the dry with a bit of a view. It's actually beautiful around here. Have a look at all the colours made. So today's plan, we're going to aim for about 18 to 20 miles again. We'll be passing through Inver, Fort Augustus, and then we'll be looking for somewhere to camp after that. I didn't follow my own rule, and I am walking in my dry clothes because the other stuff was so wet that we're going to try and aim for a campsite tonight so we can dry that stuff off. So if we couldn't get a campsite tonight and no way of drying anything, then I would have had to put that wet stuff back on, but we're gonna I didn't fancy that, to be honest. So yeah, so alongside Lochy and down we'll be joining the canal again and down towards Fort Augustus. Nice little shelter. The Great Glen Way. Lochy. 162 metres deep. Not too bad. We have blue skies up ahead, look at that. So we're just coming down towards the end of the loch, and apparently there's a barge that serves like food and breakfast and stuff at Laggan Loch or something. So we're going to see if we can find that, because get a nice coffee. I did have my little full English breakfast sachet, but I'll never say no to a bit more breakfast. We've got 11 miles to Fort Augustus, and we've done 22 miles from Fort William. Not too bad. Got a bit of a diversion, another one. We are there. Oh, I don't think it's Great Glen Way. Oh, maybe. Oh, it used to go that way. Loch Oich. So we're going to miss the hotel there, I think. Look at these lodges. These would be a nice place to stay. Nice view over the loch. Oh, someone in it. Filming them. So the food boat is closed at the moment, but apparently there's a little cafe over here. We'll cross over here and then see if we can get a coffee. I saw this online. There's actually a toilet and shower. There's a little camping spot behind there, so it's worth noting if you're doing this one. So this is the Eagle on the Water, which is where you should get food. Apparently it is actually open now. Hiya. Look at this, there's a bar, cafe. So they're currently rebuilding the old train line here, hoping to get it open in the next couple of years. They've been on it for 12 years apparently. Yeah, Dad, jump in. I'll push you along for a bit. Good. Look at that. It's pretty cool, isn't it? That's out of the Wild West. Not sure what's happened to that shed. Oh, there's a bench there, look. Looks old though. What is this place? A very old building. Danger, keep out. That needs to be turned into a boffy. Look at the view it's got. Great little spot to stop for an iron brew. Everything's drying out nicely, sort of. By the way, just behind me over there looks like a cracking camping spot. This is Loch Oich, and there's logs and stuff, so I'm assuming people will camp there. It's a beautiful spot. We just hit the 10-mile mark for the day, and we're about to rejoin the Caledonian Canal and follow it along down into Fort Augustus. So you have two options. We came this way along this side of Loch Oich, and then there is also that route that takes in Inver, but that one was closed, so we've come this way. But that's where the little camp spot was that I was all talking about earlier. Now to Fort Augustus. So we've got 38 more miles of the trail left. These are definitely all new signs all the way along the track, so it's really good to follow. We're just going to cross the bridge quickly because there's a really cool looking bridge over there we want to see. This is a swing bridge, so it opens up to let the boats come through. So this is the Bridge of Oich. Have a look at that. That is a beauty of a bridge. There you go. Motorhomes are welcome to stay. Oh, to pay. How much is it though? Maximum of 2 vehicles, one night only. That's good though, little parking spot there. You'll have 50 people or 2 blokes with backpacks. Look how much weight you've lost. 6-pack. You've got a 6-pack going on, what's going on? This is a nice bridge, it's got a bit of bounce to it. Oh, a lot of bounce actually. You can see why it's 50 people. Have a look at that. Beautiful Scotland. Lochy, that's almost my surname. Culley. So our trail goes across the loch and straight along the canal. Should we open it up whilst Dad's going across it? It's just over there in the woodlands, and it's like a designated wild camping place. Kytra Loch it's called, and I camped there when I did my Land's End to John O'Groats hike about 4 years ago now. What's that? Little horn. A little horn, look. So you're welcome to camp under the trees on the opposite side of the canal. Obviously respect it. Only light fires in the fire pit. Happy days. Obviously we're not camping here, we need to carry on. We've done 13.38 miles and we need about 20, so Fort Augustus should be a couple of miles from here, and then we'll carry on and find somewhere to camp after that. So this boat is called Delphinus Orca, and it looks like it's from Stavanger. They've got a Norwegian flag on the back, so that's come a fair way, hasn't it? Tell you what, walking along the canal, it's so flat. It feels like a bit of a slog, to be fair. Could do with a few hills. I think later on the trail there's a bit of a high route option, so I think we'll go for that just to get a bit of a change in undulation. Much nicer day for it though. Sun's been out, there's quite a strong breeze which is keeping us cool, and beautiful scenery pretty much everywhere, so loving it. Welcome to Fort Augustus. Very windy. This is where we'll see more people, it'll be a lot busier here. Blowing a hoolie. So it looks like we've just passed halfway, because it's 33 miles to Inverness, 34 back to Fort William, so halfway. Put it there, mate.
Put it there, Bob.
And we've got another series of locks here, probably 4 or 5 on this one. It takes the canal right down to a lower section there, and then along to Loch Ness. Loch Ness monster. So you've got all sorts here. You've got cafes, shops, pubs, fish and chips, a Chinese, which we might go and have a Chinese. It's a bit early though. And then lots of people, but there's some shops over that side that you can restock. Really nice little place there. Got a little lemon Fanta to celebrate halfway. Woohoo! Cheers.
Cheers, Bill.
Well done.
Diet when I had
Look at his shorts.
Yeah, diet when I had them.
So we made a quick pit stop to the Richmond House Chinese. Someone recommended this place. They said it's the best Chinese food they've ever had, so we're gonna try it. And then we found a campsite about 4.5, 5 miles away, so we're gonna hike to that after and let this burn a bit of this off. We might have ordered a lot of food. So this is the start of Loch Ness, and there is the Loch Ness monster. Hey, there it is. Don't ask me how, but we just ate that entire Chinese, and without even really touching the sides. We're going to stop at this shop now and get some more snacks for later. We've got about 4.5 miles to go. There's a bit of a garage and spa shop here, so there's laundry, look. Do you need any laundry, do you? We asked for a hill and we've got one. straight after the Chinese. Climbing up out of Fort Augustus, and then we'll be heading along through the forest, sort of overlooking Loch Ness. Nice breeze. Look at that for a view. Lovely. Fort Augustus is just down there. Oh, blowing. We've got the lone survivor there. Made it through the tree cutting. Some interesting facts about Loch Ness. It has more volume of fresh water than all of the lakes in England and Wales combined. All in there. How crazy is that? It's obviously home to the Loch Ness Monster, which we'll keep an eye out for. And it's 23 miles in length and 1.7 miles wide at its widest point. So, Loch Ness, beast. Is it true you once wrestled the Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah, it was a tough one. He had me down, I had him down, he had me down again.
Is it true you once swam to the bottom of Loch Ness?
Aye. That told me brave 4 days.
So at this point you've got an option to do the Great Glen Way high route up through there and then along the top, or the low route which stays in line with where we are at the moment. And the campsite that we're going to, she told us to stay on the low one, otherwise we'll miss it. So we're going to do this one. Oh, you can see the difference there, look. So it's not much, a little bit higher there, and that one just follows it around there, and the campsite's around here, so we'll go for that one. And this is where we're going actually. We've got a number on there, so if you come this way you could give them a ring and see if they've got any space. It's £11, she did tell us £12 though, we'll get to update that. Now this is what Scotland is all about. Have a look at this for a view. Forest up there, the Great Glen Way, Loch Ness, mountains, absolutely insane. This is why we do it. Got some little waterfalls up. That's beautiful. So here is our exit for the campsite. Inver Coille, or Inver Coille. Inver Coille. Straight down there, and then tomorrow we'll come back up here and then carry on along there. You can see where they get their water from, straight from the spring, probably through some filters, and then into your belly. Here we are. Some little domes over there. Look at these domes, big glass front on. Got little bell tents, benches, camping, bivvies, shepherd's huts. Sweet. So we've got some showers, toilets, and this is the little reception and shop. There's no one in here at the moment. It's cool. Hello? One camping please. I found a nice little flat bit, and we've got snoring distance from Dad over there. Have a night off for snoring. We're going to chuck the tents up, and then we're going to basically go and wash and hang all our wet gear up, because we've got a little drying line, so whilst it's still a bit windy it should dry pretty quick. Nice little campsite actually, lovely. Look at that. Quiet as well, it's a Saturday and it's the school holidays here and there's no one here. Cracking little toilet and shower block. Got a little hairdryer there, shower. Nice and clean. Right, I'm going to wash all my clothes, hand wash my clothes quickly in the sink, hang them up outside, shower up. The colour of that. Gross. I always have a little bit of duct tape on a card, and it's just a temporary fix just to stop anything getting through it tonight. Stuck it on there, won't stay on there long. Just I don't want to be full of midges or ticks in the morning. So clothes are washed, they're hanging up. we've eaten. We'll have a little coffee now, I think, and some biscuits, and probably get a good night's sleep. So if I don't see you soon, I'll see you in the morning. Goodbye campsite. Good morning, Dad.
Good morning, sir.
Back onto the trail. Good morning and welcome to day 3 on the Great Glen Way. We managed to get pretty much all of our stuff washed. Nice little campsite, so definitely recommend staying there if you're doing this one. Good night's sleep, sun's out this morning. We're going to aim for another 20 or so miles. In a couple of miles we're hoping to get some breakfast at this hotel, so hopefully that's open. But yeah, let's get on it. I tell you what, it's a nice feeling having some fresh clothes on after everything was absolutely soaked. But I'm still dealing with a bit of an issue of chafing. So I'm hoping this little community shop that we're going to pass will have some Vaseline or anti-friction balm, because it's setting fire down there at the moment. You get a good sleep?
Yeah, and no fire.
No fire, no friction.
No friction.
Most of the Great Glen Way you actually spend walking through woodlands like this. It's quite nicely sheltered actually, so if it's raining or real windy or real sunny, you've got a good amount of shelter and a nice easy track to follow. I'm thinking of maybe coming back and cycling this one at some point, because it looks like an awesome one to cycle. So this little bit is the end of the high route. You'd end up coming back down here and joining the track again. As you can see, we followed Fort Augustus, we followed that lower one to the campsite. Campsite was there, and then the high one would bring you back out where we are now. A little motorbike with a sidecar there. Good way to travel. So we're just coming down into Invermoriston. There's supposed to be a little community shop and somewhere to get breakfast here, so hopefully we can find that. Oh wow, this is nice. There's an old bridge there. Let's go and have a little walk over the bridge. I think it's along here. Old Invermoriston Bridge. Nice houses around here. Look at that truck. Here we've got post office, general store, hopefully some Vaseline. Let's go try and find it. So we got a shop there, pub there, or hotel. Do they have anything we can use? Oh. Damn. Have to rub some of that on it. Plaster over it. What about WD-40? That's good. Scotch bars are good, yeah. Okay. Sandwiches. Might have to take a bit of smoked cheddar. We'll snack that. We'll share it, shall we? Yeah. We found some Vaseline. Alright, happy days. We've got some Vaseline, we've got some food, we've got cheese. Now we're going to see if this cafe's got a bit of breakfast for us. There's a little craft shop there. Oh, that looks cool actually. Should we have a look in there?
Yeah, look at that.
Come on. The cafe 100 metres up there. I really want to get something like that to go in the van. Can't really carry it with me now though, can I? This place. Oh, look at that one. That's so soft. Might have to come back, you know, and get one of these. Sit there in the van, put your feet on there. Great little shop. There's me, look. Trying on cowboy. Let's have a look. Sushi that does actually. Get it? Oh dear. That's a great little shop. When we come tomorrow, when we go back to get the van from Fort William, I think we're going to stop there and grab some bits for the with a van, maybe a hat. This is the little cafe. So the breakfast stopped at 11, but we've convinced him. Dad's convinced him.
I had to give him the old sob story about the walk.
So they're doing us a full Scottish breakfast and a couple of lattes. Thank you very much. It's a good looking coffee, isn't it? Look at that. Look at that. That was a fantastic breakfast, the Glen Rowan Cafe. Lovely. Toppers, big Scottish breakfast. We've got a big hill to go up now, so we'll be tasting it again shortly. Great Glen Way. Tell you what, that's about a 600 foot gain in elevation. Oh. What was that?
That was all uphill.
There we go, all uphill. Oh, yeah, 600 odd foot of elevation gain straight after a big breakfast. Oh, I left my phone down there. Get a nice view over Loch Ness. Loch Ness. Worth it, worth the climb. So we're presented with the high route and the low route. High route to Drumnadrochit, if that's how you pronounce it. And I remember this one from before, so we're going to do that one. So you got the high route there, or the low route along the loch. Let's go for it. Here's the little sculpture thing that was on the picture. Yeah, great view down the valley looking through there. The view catcher. Beautiful. Look at that. Amazing. Man, that's some climbing, you know. We're up to 1250 feet. Should have brought the sticks, shouldn't I?
I'm glad I brought mine.
We've come basically along there and down, right down, and then all the way back up. Just come across this cracking shelter. Oh, tripped over. Look at that for a view behind it. Looks like a just about pitch tent there. The millionaire shortbread. Cheers. Yeah. Let the feet dry out for a minute. Flies are around them though. That's not a good sign. So just hit about 8.5 miles, come across this cracking camp spot. It's fairly flat here. View over Loch Ness, fire pit, bench, another view, and a little bench around here in case the wind's going the other way. Be a lovely spot to camp. So, Invermoriston, 5.5 miles we've come, and Drumnadrochit is another 7. I think we're rejoining the low route now. Hello there. A little scratch, look. So we've got about a 5-mile hike along this road now. There's a nice cool breeze. And it's quite picturesque. There's some real random properties with like old cars in front of them and static homes and that sort of stuff, as you can probably picture it. Someone let us know what sort of trees these are with all of this growing off it. Loads of them. Get lots of foxgloves as well at the moment. One thing that's worth noting, if you're wearing a Garmin with a plastic strap, you either have to keep swapping the arms on it, or I would get a material strap, because I don't know if it's the sweat or what, but it starts to really irritate your arms after a while. So you either got to clean it a lot, or I'd be better off with a some sort of material one, really. This is the Scottish Outdoor Access Code, which is worth having a read if you pause it for a second. Hopefully you can see that. We're just coming into Drumnadrochit, and we've done nearly 17 miles and it's getting on towards 7 PM now, so I think we've just spotted a campsite over here. We might stay here and then get up early and add them extra few miles on tomorrow, so we'll have probably 20 miler to finish off. So if we set off nice and early, we should be able to get to Inverness tomorrow and then get the bus back to Fort William. So let's see if we can get on this campsite. Just there, look, lovely spot as well.
There's some seats there as well.
Some benches, he's spotted the benches. There's definitely plenty of space in there.
That one, and that's how it's all started.
Right, we're in business. Literally pitch anywhere, so I'm going to go over to that bench over there. There's showers, toilets, there's laundry here, and if you've got a camper van, the camper spots are like 30, was it 30 quid or something? With electric and that. 24 if you're on your own in your van. So that's actually pretty good. I'm definitely going to use this one sometime. Just have a look around all the views, and Drumnadrochit, or however you say it, is through there where there's shops and a pub and that, I think. So sorted.
Happy days, pal.
Look at that lovely bench.
It was like it was made for me.
What are you looking for, Dave? It says a flat spot in the flattest field on earth. Oh, that looks a bit sloped there, mate.
It's because of the angle of this peg.
No matter how much you check, there's a tiny little tick there, look.
How did you know that? Did you feel it?
No, I saw it. Probably got some more somewhere. It's going to be hard to get out that small. Little devil. It's so small. I don't want to. There he is, look. Still intact, still alive. Should be alright. So I've got two types of tick removers. The little green one, which was even the smallest one of them, was too big for that tiny tick. The Life Systems card has got like a big one there and then a tiny one there, and that's the one that's done it. So get one of these bad boys. Show you the facilities. These are the showers. Oh, good. Toilets, won't show you in there. Right, we're going to go for a shower. It's Sunday, and that says Sunday roast. Loch Ness here, let's give it a go. That would be nice. What's there, look. Here we go, Sunday roast and a Guinness. I've got Coke because I don't really drink. Well, that was delicious, but we should have probably asked how much it was beforehand, because we got the bill and there were £24 for each roast. 24, I don't think I've ever paid £24 for one roast dinner. It's like 58 quid for 2 roasts and 2 drinks. Can't eat for 3 days now.
Seen us coming, mate.
You've seen us coming. Look, as long as we don't eat for a couple of days, we should be alright.
Should be alright, mate. Can't afford to eat for a couple of days.
So the wind was picking up a little bit. I added a couple of guy lines onto the Durston X Dome. And I tell you what, for a tent that weighs less than a kilo, it feels absolutely solid. The wind was coming this way, so I put 3 in like that, and it's just rock solid. But then the wind died. We couldn't afford the pub dessert, so we picked up some from the co-op. We've got these little honeycomb zillionaires and some rich and chocolatey profiteroles. Here come the midges. They're not too bad, to be fair, but dusk and dawn is when the midges are worse. Good morning, it's day 4 and the final day on the Great Glen Way. Woke up to a nice sunrise this morning and now it's just started spitting, so no doubt it's going to hammer down on us and wet all our kit before we finish. But I reckon we've got about 20 miles to get from Drumnadrochit, I can never pronounce it, Drumnadrochit, all the way to Inverness, and we're just going to nip to the co-op and grab some snacks for the day. It's like 7 AM, we're getting an early start, quick mileage, get to Inverness, try and get the bus back to Fort William. So we'll see you on the trail. Good morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
Good.
Sleep well?
Not too bad, thanks. The cows were a bit noisy this morning. I don't know whether they're trying to wake me up or warn me that it's time to go. But,
I told him at 6:30, get him up, get him up.
Is that what it was?
You ready for the last day of this one anyway?
Yeah, mate, feeling good.
So you got a pharmacy there, co-op, Italian job pizza shop, looks like a takeaway, holiday house apartments if you want to buy one of those, and there is a garage as well back down there, so this is a good little stop off. And we seem to have a big storm cloud coming towards us. Drumnadrochit. Goodbye. Drumnadrochit Green. Yeah, what it looked like back in the day. That's the bus we're going to get, I think, on the way back. Here's Nessie Land if you want to learn about the Loch Ness monster. Nice buildings, aren't they? Look at that. Oh. Look at the size of this chap. The big bull. Hello, mate. The king and the swingers, look. Whoa, that is a huge climb up from the loch. Bit of a grueler. Look at this for a spot. Nice bench, fire pit, a loch. Camp there. Come across a little sign-in book, I reckon. Oh, a questionnaire. Where are you from? England.
England.
There you can see it, but we've climbed 1,007 feet this morning. Whew. In my head the Great Glen Way was flat. I think the first half from first half from Fort William to Fort Augustus is pretty flat, and then the second half is actually, especially if you take the high route, it's quite hilly. Tell you what though, I can feel the loss of fitness from not doing as much as I have been and not carrying the bag for sort of in between these big hikes. I just do really short ones and film content and stuff like that. Viewpoint, there we go. Film content and stuff like that, and then when I come put the bag back on and get on it, trying to keep up with Dad now, it's too hard. It's too fast. Here's a viewpoint for you. Oh. Look at that. Lots of flies. Buzzing around you. Not had many midges, but lots of these flies.
Yeah.
The flies.
Fantastic.
I've been carrying this fudge now for a couple of days, so I'm going to give that a go. Hebridean sea salt caramel fudge with a wasp. You're not having any. Tell you what, that's delicious. That was from Fort Augustus. What's yours like?
Not. Hang on a minute. Nice.
I've just got the answer to my question the other day. The things with the stuff growing off of my birch woods. There we go. If you've already put it in the comments, then thanks. There's all these little bird sculptures, paintings either side of the road. There we go, look, there's a sign, lemon cake. Eco campsite and cafe, 1 kilometre. Whee. Do you reckon this works? Oh, there's a pipe to it. Yeah. We're gasping for drink. We must be getting close. Open 365 days. But it's bleak up here in winter. We're still at about 1,000 foot of elevation. Cafe and camp. Here it is, look. Come up to the house to order. There's no one here. I'm hoping it's, well, it says it's open, doesn't it? 365. Ring bell. This is the most random place I've ever seen. Ring the bell, look. Hello.
Hello, darling.
How are you? Good, thanks. How are you? Here we are.
Gonna go for the meat or the veg or what?
Can we have the lentil and bacon, please?
I'm bacon for you.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'll have the same. Make it easy.
No.
No,
It's yours.
honestly, I don't mind. But yeah, that'll be fine. As long as he's not that pig.
No.
So this is where you order your food. Stop here, order here. The lady comes out, talks a lot. She's lovely, to be fair. And I'm not sure what we're getting, but I think we're getting soup, cake, veg, coffee, and incense sticks for the midges. So.
Hello there. You right? No.
Good.
Okay, good. Oh,
Hello.
This is for you, sir.
Oh, thank you very much.
And there's yours, sir.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So we have soup, veg, little oat cakes, cheese. Looks alright, doesn't it?
Happy days.
Perfect. Have a look at this. This is awesome. Strawberries, chocolates, massive slabs of cake, coffee, milk, hopefully. Milk's under there. Honestly, you've got to come here. This place is wicked. I wasn't sure what to expect, but let's see how much it costs. In the receipts under there.
Oh dear.
Take it back. What do you reckon?
Don't need it.
For all of that, to be fair, that's quite a good soup, cheese, crackers, veg, cake, coffee,
Incense
chocolate.
sticks.
You're getting some water, incense sticks.
35.
40, 20 quid each.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's worth it. Well worth it. Right, we're back on the trail. That was quite the experience. You enjoy it?
Very good. Loved it.
It's really, really good. Definitely stop there if you ever come and do this. You can camp here. I'm assuming it's there's some grass through this side here, unless they just tell you just to pitch up somewhere. But it's probably 10 miles from Inverness, maybe. So we're going to crack on, try and get to this last bus, which is at 6 o'clock. We should be alright. There's a little honesty coop here. Look at all that, crisps, noodles, all sorts in there. Money in the side of the cashless option. You can scan on the car, PayPal. Couldn't eat anything now though, I'm full. Full to the brim.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, 5, are we?
So we've just come to the end of Loch Ness, and down there, over the trees, over the forest, is Inverness. Probably about 7 miles away. And there's Martin. Sitting down.
Sitting down again.
Oh, let's have 5, shall we? We've just got our first glimpse of Inverness down through the trees there. We're about 73 miles in. I've got, I reckon, another 3. Look at that for a building. I'm not sure if it's houses or apartments or what, but flats maybe. Yeah. Great Glen Way. Lovely. I feel like I want to know what this does. Oh, it spins. Whoa! Whoa. So we're just crossing the Caledonian Canal one last time, and then we're going to head along the River Ness, which will take us to the end, which is right near Inverness Castle, I think. 1.8 metres? No chance, I'm 1.8 metres. The final stretch alongside the river. So along the River Ness there are different islands, and you'll see in a minute, I think we go across footbridges like into the river and then cross to the other side. It should be quite a nice little way to finish. Tell you what, I've said it before and I'll say it again, very, very well signposted, this one. Pretty much every turn, literally I think every turn has got a sign on it. Brilliant. This that we're on at the moment is just an island in the River Ness. Even the parts where you can't really go wrong are signposted. Scotland definitely do the signposting better. Oh, look at this. That's lovely. Through the trees. Nearly there, mate. Finally, we've seen the Loch Ness monster. There she is, with a little tartan hat on. That's brilliant use of a fallen tree, isn't it?
Thanks for a safe passage.
Have a look at this bad boy. You know we love a big tree. That is a monster. I think that's a huge sequoia tree. Massive. Not sure what that is. It's kind of a little quarter bridge. Just stops there. The viewpoint. We're getting close. That's where we are, and that's the end. The final bench of the Great Glen Way. A good one as well. Nice. And here we have it, the end of the Great Glen Way. The castle is having work done. A little bit of an anticlimax. Oh, touch it. Hey, well done, mate.
Well done, pal.
Good effort.
Well done, mate.
Well, that's 76 miles, 4 days, 3 nights camping, 3 nights camping, and Dad's got to continue on now onto the John O'Groats trail all the way up to John O'Groats, so wish him luck in the comments. He's off. Well, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. I think that's all you can really do, isn't it? But yeah, appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and anything to say?
Thanks for following.
Thanks for following. There we go. See you on the next one. Welcome to where it all ends or begins. For us it ends.